Good morning again. So the book that we picked this morning is called It Wasn't My Fault by Helen Lester, and it's illustrated by Lynn Mussinger. So it's kind of funny. All right. Things did not always go well for Merdley Gertzen. That looks like a mess. Look at him tangling that kite. He couldn't control the toothpaste. He fell into the wastebasket. And he dropped the only valuable vase. Whatever happened, it was usually his fault. And one day he went for a walk, and in his one too big new shoe, he had stepped out of the other one, and he couldn't remember where. Look, he's only got one shoe. Before long, someone laid an egg on Merdley Gertzen's head, and he looked at a nearby bird. "Did you lay an egg on my head?" he asked. Oh, he didn't look happy. "I did," confessed the bird, "but it wasn't my fault. A horrible aardvark screamed, and it scared me." So Merdley Gertzen and the bird went to see the aardvark. Look at it, smelling flowers. "Did you scream and scare that bird into laying an egg on Merdley Gertzen's head?" they asked. "I did," confessed the aardvark, "but it wasn't my fault. A nasty pygmy hippo stepped on my tail and I screamed and it just popped out." Look at that hippo. Together they went to find that pygmy hippo. "Did you step on the aardvark's tail, making him scream and scare the bird into laying an egg on Merdley Gertzen's head?" they asked. "I did," confessed the pygmy hippo, "but it wasn't my fault. I did it by accident when I was getting out of the way of hopping shoe with the long ears." "A what?" they all asked. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, look! What's inside that shoe? Just then, along came a hopping shoe with long ears. And with a pull and a tug, they soon found that those ears were attached to a rabbit. "It wasn't my fault," the rabbit explained. "I was hopping along when I landed in the shoe and became stuck." And the shoe looked very much like the new too big shoe Merdley had stepped out of some time ago. In fact, it was. Merdley thought, "The rabbit became stuck in my shoe, frightened the pygmy hippo who stepped in the aardvark's tail. The aardvark screamed and scared the bird into laying an egg on my head." So this is how it happened, see? And then he stepped on the tail, and then he screamed, and there we go. "Then I suppose it's all my fault," Merdley Gertzen said, and he said very sadly. 2 tears splashed onto his new 2 big shoes. There," said the pygmy hippo, the rabbit, the bird, and the aardvark. "Don't cry." "It was my fault," said the bird. "It was my fault," said the aardvark. "It was my fault," said the pygmy hippo. "I think that it was the shoe," said the rabbit. "Let's go back to your house and do something about that egg." They all went into the kitchen. The aardvark turned Merdley Gertzen upside down, and the egg plopped into a pan. The rabbit ground the pepper, and the pygmy hippo added a pinch of salt, and the bird ran around and around in the pan, doing a fine job of scrambling. That looks crazy, doesn't it? Can you see it? They're trying to cook, huh? All right, let's see what happened. Merdley Gertzen enjoyed every bite of his scrambled egg, and Merdley thanked his friends, and he went to the door to let them out, and what happened? It wasn't my fault. Look at that closet with all those toys and everything falling on his head. That's silly. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that book, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.